Hello, my name is Vikas Parasar and we are going to examine the sensory system and reflexes. To evaluate the sensory system, you will test several kinds of sensation: pain and temperature, position and vibration, light and touch, discriminative sensations. Pain: use a sharp safety pins. Substitute substitute the blunt end for point. Ask patient, is it sharp or dull? Apply the light pressure needed to feel the
sharp, sharp, dull, sharp,
Now for temperature. Test, Testing skin temperature omitted if pain sensation normal. Use a tuning fork heated or cooled by water.
right,
Touch the skin.
cold,
Ask the patient identify the heat or
cold,
cold.
cold, cold,
Now we are going to test for vibration. Use a relatively low pitch tuning fork. Tap it on heel of your hand and place it over distal interphalangeal joint. Patient's finger then over the interphalangeal joint of big toe.
close your eyes. Do you feel it? Yes, yes.
Now we are going to check for proprioception. Grasp the patient's big toe, holding it by its side between your thumbs and index finger. Then pull it away from fingers. This prevents tactile stimuli. Effective test. Now you move toe up and down and tell him about it. Now ask patient to close both eyes
Up,
and ask
down,
patient to say up and down
down,
when moving
up,
the large
down,
toy.
up, down. Okay.
Now we are going to use discriminating sensation. Screen a patient with sternognosis and proceed to other methods and indicated the patient's eye should be closed during all tests. Now sternognosis. This refers to the ability to identify an object by feeling it. We can use coin, paper, clip, key, pen, etc. Normally within 5 seconds he will give correct answer.
Coin. What is this? Pen. Key.
Now graphis, graphesthesia. If arthritis or other conditions prevent the patient from manipulating an object. Now test for identifying the number with the blunt end of pen or pencil. Draw a large number in patient's palm.
A. आठ, नौ, दो, चार. Okay.
Now we are going to check for 2 point discrimination using the two ends of an opened paper clip or two pins. Touch a finger pad at same time. Find the minimal distance at which patient can discriminate one from the 2 point.
2, 1, 1. Okay.
Now we are going to check for muscle stress reflex. It requires special handling of hammer. The hammer should be properly weighted. Encourage the patient to be relaxed. Then patient to the climb properly. With your wrist relaxed, strike the tendon using a rapid movement. Grade the reflex according to scale. 4 hyperactive, 3 brisker than average, 2 average normal, 1 low normal, and if 0 reflex is absent. Now we are going to check for reflex. Firstly, biceps reflex. So the patient elbow should be partially flexed and the forearm pronated and palm down. Place your thumb on biceps tendon and now strike the hammer towards your digit in biceps tendon. Observe the flexion of elbow. Now we are going to check for triceps reflex. The patient at sitting position and flex the patient's arm at elbow with palm towards the body and pull it across the chest. Strike the triceps tendon with the direct blow just above the elbow. Watch the contraction of triceps muscle. Now we are checking for brachioradialis reflex. The patient's hand should rest at the lap, forearm pointed. Strike the radius with flat edge of hammer about 1 to 2 inch above the wrist. Now the patellar reflex. The patient should be sitting at knee flexed. Briskly tap the patellar tendon just below the patella. Observe the knee extension. Now the Achilles reflex. It is the patient sitting partially dorsiflex the foot at the ankle. Patient should be relaxed. Now strike Achilles tendon and watch plantar flexion at the ankle. Now the next one is plantar response. With a key, stroke the lateral aspect of the sole from heel to the ball of the foot, cleaving medially across the ball. Observe plantar flexion. The dorsiflexion of big toe is a positive Babinski sign.